The African jungle. A world where even silence is dangerous, and where every new breath can invite death. In that very darkness, a new life is being born. The life of a hyena. An exhausted mother, an injured body, and a scream wrapped in agony. The moment has arrived when a new soul will be born between life and death. One, then another, then a third cub. Naked bodies, closed eyes, trembling breaths. These are hyena cubs. Weak, yet carrying a dangerous future. But the shocking truth is that, even before their eyes open, the war among them has already begun. Brother attacks brother, sister bites sister. Because here, there is no love, only the law of survival rules. Many times this fight becomes so brutal that one cub falls silent forever. And the mother, she only watches, because in the jungle there is no place for the weak. Days pass, their eyes open, but fear has already taken root inside them. Every sound feels like an enemy, every shadow feels like death. These cubs now know that they are not ordinary animals. They are students of the cruelest laws of this jungle. From here begins a journey that will force them to chew bones, challenge lions, and stare death in the eye itself. This is the hyena, a predator born from darkness. A time comes in a hyena's life when it cannot even dream of living alone. Because a hyena is not made alone, it is made in a pack, and the pack itself is its true strength. When the small cubs learn to walk, their first lesson is not hunting. Their first lesson is unity, walking step by step together with one another. Because in this ruthless African jungle, the one who walks alone does not survive. But the one who walks in a pack can even force lions to retreat. Hyenas do not hunt alone. They make plans. They spread out silently. One from the front, another from the right, a third from behind. And then suddenly, death attacks from every direction. But the true identity of the hyena is not only hunting. It is also seizing the prey of others. That moment when a lion stands beside its blood-soaked kill, considering itself the king of the jungle. But suddenly, laughter begins to echo from the darkness. Not one, not two, the entire pack emerges. The lion roars, threatens, but in front of numbers, strength often loses. The hyenas move forward, the circle tightens, the lion steps back. And the prey that it had caught now belongs to the hyenas. This is the law of the pack. One alone can be powerful, but united, even the weak can bow a king. The small cubs witness all this. There is fear in their eyes, amazement too, and a new dream as well. that one day they too will become part of this same pack, the one that even robs lions. In a pack, loyalty is everything. The one who betrays the pack dies alone in the jungle. This is the reason hyenas fight among themselves too, but in times of danger, they also become a shield for one another. That was slowly guiding these tiny cubs from ordinary animals toward becoming beasts. Now fear had been taught. Now it was time for the first hunt. A day comes in every hyena's life when it is no longer just a part of the pack, but stands at the edge of becoming a predator itself. It is the moment when fear and hunger stand face to face, and the decision is only one, either the hunt or death. The tiny cubs are no longer as weak as before. There is a spark in their eyes, agility in their bodies, and a strange, unknown madness in their hearts. Today, for the first time, they are not just meant to watch, they are meant to attack. The pack slowly spreads through the grass, breath soft, footsteps silent. Ahead is a weak prey, living the final moments of its life. The little hyena is trembling, its legs are shaking. Its heart is beating so violently it feels like it will burst out. Suddenly, the signal from the pack is given, and then that moment arrives. Fear is left behind, and the beast moves forward. The little hyena runs for the first time, with full strength for its entire life. The prey screams, the ground trembles, dust rises, and within a few moments, it is lying on the earth. The little hyena hesitates, moves forward, then steps back, but hunger pulls it forward again. The first bite, the first blood, and the most dangerous taste of life. This is the moment when an innocent animal is changed forever. Now it is no longer just someone's offspring. Now it has become a predator itself. The adult hyenas surround it. Some snarl, some test it, because here every hunt is not just food. It is also a test of strength. The one who showed weakness became food, and the one who stood firm became a soldier of the pack. After the first taste of blood, something within the little hyena's eyes has changed. Now it does feel fear, but it does not retreat. Now it knows that to survive in the jungle, one does not need a soft heart. One needs strong teeth. This first hunt is not just the death of an animal. It is the birth of a soul, of a new beast. And now, this beast is ready for the next lesson. That lesson, which turns even bones into dust. In the jungle, some predators eat flesh, some suck blood. But there is one beast that erases even the bones, the hyena. an animal whose jaw is not made only to bite, but to crush. The first hunt had been completed. The first blood had been tasted. But the true test of power was still yet to come. When the prey falls to the ground and other predators attack only the soft flesh, the hyena is the only one that wipes everything out to the last particle. The flesh is finished, but the hyena's hunger is not finished. Now the teeth sink into the bone, one powerful pressure. And that bone, which is unbreakable even for lions, shatters with a crack. This is the moment when the other predators of the jungle step back. Because to fight the animal that eats bones means to become a bone yourself. The little hyena now attacks a bone for the first time. It clenches its teeth, strains its neck, its jaws tremble, but it does not step back. One moment, and then crack. The bone breaks. And in that very moment, the hyena finds its true identity. It is no longer just a hunting beast. It has now become an erasing beast. It is now a hunter of bones as well. This power of the hyena changes the balance of the jungle, where any animal leaves behind a dead body. That is where the work of the hyena begins. It erases the corpse, flesh, bone, marrow. Nothing remains. It completely erases even death. That is why in the jungle, the hyena is not called just a beast. It is also called the jungle's cleaner, a cleaner that uses its teeth for cleaning. Now this hyena is no longer just a member of the pack. Now it possesses that power, with which it can chew even the fear of its enemy. And the enemy is coming very close now. One law of the jungle is known to all, that the one with power rules. But in the world of hyenas, this law works in reverse. Here there is no king, the queen rules. Here the male is not powerful, the female is the ruler. And this is the secret that sets hyenas apart from all other predators. The female hyena is not only physically powerful, but also mentally ahead of everyone. She runs the pack, decides the hunt, commands the war, and even determines the time of death. The male hyena bows before her. Without her permission, he can neither eat the prey nor approach the offspring. This is a world where power is measured not by gender, but by authority. The young hyena now stands at the threshold of adulthood, and in front of it is not only enemies, but also the politics within the pack. Here everyone desires power. Everyone wants to rise above. The position of the female hyena is inherited. The mother's rank becomes the daughter's strength. This is why the offspring of a weak mother is considered weak. And the daughter of a powerful queen is deemed a born leader. The young female hyena now learns the art of ruling under her mother's shadow. She learns when to attack, when to retreat, when to gather the pack, and when to expel someone from it. Because in a hyena pack, there is no forgiveness for betrayal. One mistake and a lifetime of loneliness. For the male hyena, this world is even harsher. He is always tested, constantly proving his loyalty, because the slightest disobedience can throw him out of the pack. And outside the pack, there is no life, only death. This is the system that gives the powerful more power and turns the weak into slaves. This is the kingdom that makes the hyena pack invincible. Now the war is no longer only with outside enemies. Now the war is also inside. For the throne, for power, and for survival. And this war is soon going to challenge an enemy whose roar makes the entire jungle tremble. The silence of the jungle suddenly breaks. A roar that echoes across the entire savannah. The lion, king of the jungle, announces his claim. But today, he is not alone. The predators of the pack are ready too. The hyenas, who once trembled in fear, now stand with the pack to face the lion. This war is not just for food. It is a battle for power, honor, and survival. Every tooth, every jaw, every claw tells its own story. The lion attacks, roars, but the pack is organized. 1, 2, 3. The entire pack surrounds the lion. The lion realizes that this is not an ordinary hyena. This is a pack. A combination of numbers and intelligence that can even defeat the king of the jungle. In response to the lion's powerful roar, the hyena's laughter echoes. One lion is wounded, another retreats, and the pack, with strategy, secures both prey and victory. The small cubs are also part of this practice. They are watching, learning, and inside, a new madness grows, that they too will become part of the same pack which can stand firm before a lion. This moment changes the balance of the jungle. Power is not only in the hands of the strong, but in the hands of a united pack. Now the lion, who was once king, is cautious and thoughtful. The intelligence of the pack forces him to retreat, and this lesson remains with every member of the pack for life. This battle proves that the secret of the hyena is not only in physical strength, but in unity, strategy, and fearless courage. And this lesson becomes a counsel for the little cubs, that for survival, intelligence, and staying with the pack is the greatest power. The lion retreats, but the war does not end. Every moment brings a new challenge, because survival in the jungle is never easy. The wheel of time stops for no one. The young hyena, who once fought with fear, is now old and weary. Now its legs no longer show the same agility. The teeth that once broke bones have grown weak, but experience and wisdom still remain with it. The old hyena now exerts more effort to hunt, and with every prey it faces bodily pain and fatigue. Yet the pack is always by its side. Its position in the pack has changed. Once a powerful warrior, now a counselor and leader, teaching lessons to the young of the pack. This is the moment when the hyena faces the greatest truth of its life, that even the strongest animal becomes weak before time. Its speed in the world of hunting has slowed, but with its wisdom, it remains important to the pack, guiding when to attack, when to retreat, and when to gather the pack. The old hyena trains the young of the pack, teaching them that survival in the jungle is not only in strength, but in intelligence, strategy, and unity. There are moments when the old hyena approaches prey, but eventually the body gives in. The teeth weaken, and it steps back. This scene shows the harshness of the jungle and the law of nature, that life is never easy here. And every predator ultimately faces the reality of old age. But the lesson of the old hyena remains priceless for the pack. Its wisdom and experience teach the young about strength and intelligence. Now, in the final days of its life, it exists only as a leader and teacher, close to death, yet it will never leave the pack alone. These moments show that survival in the jungle is not only about physical strength, but also about experience, wisdom, and staying with the pack. And as night falls, this old hyena faces another truth, that every moment of life is temporary. But the lesson always remains. The wheel of time will not stop. And after every moment of life, the shadow of death draws near. This is the moment when even the most dangerous predators of the jungle face their end. The old hyena, who hunted, led the pack, fought lions, and empowered the pack with its wisdom. Today it is close to its final breaths. Now its legs are slow. Its teeth weak, and the strength of its body cannot push it forward. But the memories and lessons remain alive in its mind. These moments show all the relationships in the jungle. The young of the pack gather around. They are watching, learning that survival is not only in strength, but in unity, wisdom, and leadership. Death is near, and the enemy is ready, but the lesson of the hyena is still alive. Every attack, every hunt, every decision of the pack, all have become memorable. Finally, a calm day, the hyena takes its last breath in a final slumber. And for the jungle, this is not just the end of a predator, but the end of a story of how fear, power, unity, and wisdom transformed a hyena into not just a living creature, but a legend. Life in the jungle continues, but the lesson that the hyena left behind remains forever. This is the final journey of the hyena's life. But its story, its power with the pack, and its wisdom will always echo across the African savannah. This lesson teaches that survival in the jungle is not only in physical strength, but hidden in teamwork, leadership, intelligence, and unity. And this is the true power of the hyena.